everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is a video that I've had a few people asking for. It's just a little Q&A, just for you all to get to know, for all of you to get to know a little bit more about me. So I put Q&A up in one of those little question box thingies on my Instagram stories, and I had lots of people asking questions, so I'm just going to be doing my makeup while I answer some of those questions.
What's your zodiac sign and personality type?
I don't know the personality types. I know there's like this quiz or something that you do online. I did it before and it was like logistician. Basically, I'm a logical thinking person. So like I'd very much be like realistic and kind of like, I don't know. I just know it's the logistician or whatever you called. And my zodiac sign is Virgo. So obviously I'm a perfectionist. Yeah, I'm a perfectionist. I can be very critical and I have like very high standards. I'm actually a double Virgo. So I'm a Virgo sun and Virgo rising, and then I'm a Pisces moon. And then like on my birth chart, I'm like Virgo, Venus, Mercury, and like 3 other planets. I just can't remember what. So I'm a very, 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 very strong Virgo.
3 words to describe you.
3 words to describe me. Perfectionist, loyal, and what would be another word you would use to describe me? Outgoing. Like
outgoing, yeah, outgoing. That's a good one.
Yeah, because like I'd talk to anyone and like I'd do anything. So yeah, I suppose you could say outgoing.
Favorite movie and TV show and song.
Favorite movie, favorite TV show, and favorite song. Favorite TV show, I have 2. I think it'd be Vampire Diaries and Yellowstone. Love Yellowstone lately. Favorite movie, Man on Fire, the movie with Denzel Washington in it. Best movie ever. If you've never seen it, you have to watch it because it's honestly just, it's so good. Favorite song? What's my favorite song?
Tupac.
Ghetto Gospel.
Ghetto Gospel, yeah.
Yeah, I love Ghetto Gospel by Tupac. But see, I feel like I've favourite songs for each different types of music. Like I'd have a favourite rap song, I'd have a favourite
6.5 hours later.
I don't know, like, yeah, like I like Tupac, Ghetto Gospel. But then I also really like Relax My Eyes. That'd be more like kind of underground house music. I like that one. But if I had to choose one, like one song I had to listen to for the rest of my life, it'd be Tupac, Ghetto Gospel.
Morning person or night owl?
I'm definitely a morning person. Like when I wake up, I hate just lying in bed for hours. Like when I wake up, I need to just get up and start doing something. Whereas at night, like I love to relax at night. And like, say like even Alana, if she talks to me too much at night, I like get annoyed at her because I'm like, I just want to sleep. But she like wants to stay up and like talk to me. So I definitely be a morning person. I'm definitely a lot more productive in the morning as well. I'm not very productive at night. So yeah, I'd definitely be a morning person.
Where's everywhere that you've been on a holiday?
Everywhere that I've been on holiday? Right. Will I include the ones as a kid on family holidays?
Yeah.
Right. So Turkey, Kusadasi, that's somewhere I've gone every single year with my family up until I was like 15, I'd say. Love Kusadasi. Portugal, Slough, Barcelona. Forteventura. And then like I've been to like the UK, so I've been to like Manchester, I've been to London, Liverpool, yeah, I've been to Liverpool. Lanzarote. I went
Miami.
back to Miami. Is this your Q&A or my Q&A?
I'm just helping.
So she's ruining my flow. I'm trying to go in order from when I was a kid up until now. So right, I'll start from Lanzarote again. Lanzarote, Albufeira. So back to Portugal again with Alana. Liverpool. I said Liverpool already. Rome, Paris. Barcelona again with Alana. Miami, New York, Greece. Where else have we been?
Don't know.
I feel like I'm missing some places.
Don't know. I wasn't listening to you.
Great. Yeah, I think I named everywhere.
If you could have dinner with any 3 people, who would they be?
It's a really hard question. Right, I have 3 people. So Tupac, because I love Tupac so much and I want to know what actually happened to him. Madeleine McCann, I want to know what actually happened to her. I'd love to have dinner with her because like she'd be around my age, like we'd have dinner and a few drinks and she'd tell me about what actually happened to her and where she went missing. And Bob Marley. I feel like Bob Marley would just be like a vibey guy to have a dinner with. Yeah, I feel like I could just sit there and like just have the crack with him.
Your favourite memory?
Favourite memory? I feel like my favourite memory would would probably be going to Disneyland. I went to Disneyland for the first time when I was like, how old was I at the time? 20? Yeah, I was 20 my first time going to Disneyland and I absolutely loved it. So I think Disneyland would be my favourite memory. What's yours?
On the boat in Rhodes.
The boat and roads. Oh my god, yeah. Tell them about the boat and roads.
Well, when we got out at a certain point in the ocean, the waves were getting a bit bigger. And I know how to drive a boat because I had a boat and a jet ski growing up in Wexford. So I know that when there's big waves, you're not to slow down, otherwise the waves will come into the boat and you'll get water in the boat. But Phoenix was saying to slow down because she was a little chicken, and then we were just all panicking because she was telling me to slow down and I was speeding up, and Phoenix was getting terrified because the boat was rocking side to side.
I wasn't terrified. I was bouncing up and down everywhere and it was sore. That's why I wanted you to slow down. I was literally going bump, bump, whacking my head and all.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's a good memory too.
Right. What do you want to be known for?
What do I want to be known for? I want to be known as the girl who wears the nice outfits. Like, I don't really know what else, like.
The cool girl.
Yeah,
That's
like
what people say.
the cool girl, like the girl that wears the cool outfits, you know? That's what I want to be known as. It's what I enjoy, so yeah. The girl that wears the nice outfits.
Who would you want to act as you in a movie or TV show?
Probably Vanessa Hudgens. Hudgens? Yeah, Vanessa Hudgens. Hudgens, all the same. Gabrielle from High School Musical. I know she's short and she's a brunette. So, like, I definitely want someone that's short because that's the thing. I'm only 4'11", maybe 5 foot now. So, like, my height is one of the first things you actually notice about me because I'm so short. So, I'd definitely need someone, a brunette, who's also really short. I get told all the time that I look like Demi Lovato. I don't know if I do or not. But I don't think I'd want Demi Lovato to act as me in a movie just because they're not short, like. So, yeah, definitely Vanessa Hudgens. Whatever it is.
Go-to coffee order.
My go-to coffee order. So I don't drink coffee, but I love a matcha. And there's this coffee shop beside Christchurch called Soren and Son. They do the nicest matcha I've ever tried. So I get a matcha with coconut milk, and they do like this really, really nice brown sugar syrup. So they don't do like vanilla or like blueberry or anything like that. They do brown sugar syrup, and it's so good, so good. So yeah, a matcha, a coconut milk matcha with brown sugar syrup.
What's your biggest success?
What's my biggest success?
One eternity later.
Remind me to never like do any sort of professional interviews or anything, because this is what they'll get me, sitting in silence trying to think of an answer. So Alana just reminded me. So I started this little talk show series type thing on my Instagram where I post weekly videos. It's called Fashionably Blunt. And I post weekly videos just kind of talking about like controversial like fashion opinions, and that's why it's called Fashionably Blunt. And the first video I posted of the series got like 15k views, which I was really proud of. 15k views on Instagram, but I also posted a shorter version on TikTok which got 20k views. So considering that was like my first ever video of the series, that was like a really proud moment for me, because I thought it'd like take me a really long time to kind of build up the views and like the engagement on the videos. But the first video I posted of that series actually surprisingly did really, really well. So that would be one of my proudest moments, because it was just a real like pinch me moment. And like I know like 20k views, 15k views doesn't sound like a lot, but considering this was my first video of the series, I thought that was really good. I thought I was gonna have to like build it up from like maybe 1,000 to 2,000 views, but no, I got like 15k and 20k. So yeah, that would be like a proud moment for me in my content creation journey. Oh, and also having a discount code at Boohoo. So I get PR from Boohoo, and they gave me a discount code, PhoenixHL. You get 10% off. So Boohoo is like a really big, obviously, fashion brand, like in the fashion industry. So like that was also a really other proud moment for me too.
Okay. What's your favourite makeup product?
My favourite makeup product, probably what I have on my face right now. I love the Sculpted by Amy Hydra Tint. So I don't like foundation, but I do have really red skin. So I love that. That's kind of like a tinted moisturiser almost. So it doesn't really feel like a foundation on my face, but it just helps to cover the redness. So yeah, definitely the Sculpted by Amy Hydra Tint. I can't live without this. But I do also love, I also have a hair. I had this one years, so like you can't even see the packaging is like wasting away on it. But Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter. I love this as well. But if I had to choose between the two, it'd definitely be my Sculpted by Amy. And it's a lot more affordable as well. I think this is like €36. So like really affordable considering like it's a base product. So yeah, my Sculpted by Amy Hydra Tint.
Best place to shop for summer fashion?
I used to love Pretty Little Thing, but since Pretty Little Thing did their rebrand, it's just not hitting the way it used to. So to be honest with you, I'm still looking for somewhere to shop all my summer clothes. I haven't really found like somewhere where I'm like, oh my god, yeah, I love everything they do. Like it did used to be Pretty Little Thing, but like I said, since their rebrand, it's not really hitting anymore. I think Boohoo, that'd be like the next best thing. But the only thing is Boohoo's sizes do be like so long, and obviously I'm petite and their petite section isn't like great. So, but if you're like someone who doesn't need to shop petite, then yeah, I'd say Boohoo. Otherwise, I'm not really too sure. I'm still kind of looking myself for that.
A fashion trend you wish would come back?
Fashion trend I wish would come back. Studs. Love, love, love studs. Do you remember years ago, and we used to have like those over the ankle boots, and they'd have like the spiky studs on them? They need to come back. They really need to come back. I have like so many outfits in my head that I know. I got it for you because Buddy came out. I have so many outfit ideas in my head that would go so well with those boots. So yeah, studs definitely need to come back. I would have said leopard print, but obviously last year like leopard print was all the rage again. I've been wearing leopard print for years though. I was wearing leopard print literally like when I was 13, and it's so funny because people used to laugh at me and slag me for wearing leopard print, and then going back last year then everyone was wearing it. But yeah, I'd say studs. Love, love, love studs. But then I also kind of love skinny eyebrows. Skinny eyebrows I love as well. I know that's more beauty, it's not really fashion, but skinny eyebrows, I think they're just so cool as well.
Favourite and least favourite fashion trends at the moment?
Favourite and least favourite fashion trends at the moment? Favourite, I love, you know, you see everyone wearing the caps and they have like the bandanas or like this headscarves over the caps and like tied around their chin. Love that trend. We need to see more of that during summer, and like any sort of maximalist, like loads of chunky jewellery. Loving that at the moment. Least favourite would be micro mini shorts, but like day to day I feel like micro mini shorts are kind of okay for like festivals and raves, but you know when like people wear them where they're literally like knickers and they literally look like they're wearing bikini bottoms, not a fan of those kind of micro shorts. I feel like that's too short, and I just feel like they don't look flattering as an outfit unless it's like a bikini. So yeah, I think like micro mini shorts, but like the really small ones, the ones that look like knickers.
What made you start in the UGC industry?
Do you know what? I didn't plan on ever doing UGC. It kind of just happened. So like I started first, like the first ever brand or small business I ever started doing content creation for was Belle Glam, which is a jewellery brand on Instagram. They were like the first ever company that I started making content for, and like that would be classed as like UGC content because I was sent out products in exchange for making content for them. And just kind of from there then I just got companies contacting me. So like it wasn't a thing of like where it was, as I said, where it was something that I had planned and I was actively seeking out companies to do UGC for. It was kind of just companies start coming to me, and it just naturally happened that way.
Dream brand collab?
Dream brand collab. Obviously like a dream brand collab would be like Prada or like Gucci or something, you know, like those huge brands. But I think like realistically, or what I feel like is realistic, would be like Sculpted by Amy. I love, love, love Sculpted by Amy products. So definitely Sculpted by Amy would be like a dream brand collab for me. But like I'm not really so much like a makeup person. Like my niche is mostly like fashion. So if I was to choose a fashion brand, I actually don't know what my dream fashion brand would be, but I'd love to have like a makeup line with Sculpted by Amy, and I'd love to have like a jewellery line with Linnet jewellery. Love Linnet jewellery. It's the only jewellery I ever wear. Literally everything I have on me right now, all from Linnet. But in terms of like clothes, because I know clothes and like fashion is definitely more my niche. I don't really know. That's such a hard one. That's actually a really, really hard one. That's one I'll definitely have to get back to you on, because I don't know. I actually really don't know.
A post that flopped, which you thought would do better.
I have my phone and I'm going to show them. The post that flopped, which I thought would do better. I'm just kind of scrolling through here. Okay, yeah. I'm actually going to show you the YouTube video which I thought would do so much better but didn't do too well. So, I did a vlog for New York and Miami. I did part 1 New York and part 2 Miami. Part 1 New York did really, really well, but part 2 Miami did flop. I'm not gonna lie, like it did flop. Didn't even get any comments. So Miami part 2 on my YouTube, yeah, that flopped. That was definitely a post that flopped that I thought would do so much better.
Hardest thing about being a content creator?
I think hardest thing about being a content creator for me personally would be finding the time to actually take the content and finding someone to take the content for me. So like, obviously I work full time, so working full time while trying to be a content creator is really hard, because it's just trying to find that time to do the content. Like, you only have 2 or 3 days off a week, and during those 2 or 3 days, obviously you don't want to be spending every single day just taking content. You do need time to kind of relax and like have a day to yourself and just do nothing as well. So like, definitely working full time and just finding the time to take the content is one of the hardest parts. And then in terms of finding someone to actually take the content for me, like obviously I have Alana, and like Alana is great for taking the content for me, but me and her do kill each other. Like we have killings over her having to take content of me all the time, because she hates just always going out with me and having to take photos. So I think finding other people to take that content for me would definitely be another really difficult part of being a content creator.
How do you decide which brands to work with?
I just think about what's actually true to me. So like, for example, back when I did sunbeds, I had a fake tan brand reach out to me, and they wanted to send me out PR to like make content for them, and I was just like, look, like I do sunbeds, like I don't wear fake tan, so like it just didn't really feel right to like be accepting free products for the sake of it, you know. And then like there was another one a while ago, like, you know, the Omni festival that everyone went to. They wanted me to be one of their social media ambassadors, and at first I agreed, but like after a few days, like the more I thought about it, the more I was kind of like, I never go raves or festivals. Like that's just not my niche, so I wouldn't feel like I was being true to myself if I decided to work with them. I actually need to get a mirror. I actually wouldn't feel like I was being true to myself if I decided to work with them. Like I would have rathered someone else who actually goes to raves and festivals to get that opportunity over me. Like I just didn't feel like it would have been very fair if I decided to work with them. So yeah, when I'm deciding to work with companies and brands, I always think about my niche, and like I always think about like my followers, and I always think like, is this actually something that I'd use in my day-to-day life? If it's not something that I'd use in my day-to-day life, or if it's not something that I'd actually spend money on myself, then I'm not going to accept it for free just to make content.
First brand you worked with?
So I mentioned this earlier, but the first brand I ever worked with was a small business called Belle Glam. They're a jewellery brand, and this was going back like 3 years ago I started working with them, And honestly, they've opened up so many opportunities for me because I started working with them, and they'll forever hold like a special place in my heart because they like helped me to like build the confidence to like start contacting brands and start believing in myself to make good enough content for brands.
Three days later.
Do you ever think your content isn't good enough?
All the time. All the time. I'm always thinking that my content isn't good enough. I'm very bad at comparing myself to other people. I'm always comparing myself. It's a toxic habit that I have and I need to stop, but it is something that I do all the time. Like even I look at these content creators that have like 500,000 followers and I'm like, why cannot I not take content as good as them? Why can I not look like them? Like it's not even like just about like my content, it'd be about like how I look as well sometimes, which I know is like a very, very bad thing to do, and like no one should ever be doing that, but it is just like a really toxic habit that I have. So yeah, I'm always thinking that my content isn't good enough because I'm always comparing myself to other people. I'm always comparing myself to other people that have a lot more resources than me as well. As I said, people who already have like a following in place, you know, people who already have like thousands and thousands and thousands of followers. So yeah, definitely, yeah, my answer to that is definitely a yes.
Have you ever turned down a brand deal and why?
So have I ever turned down a brand deal and why? Yeah, I actually have turned down quite a lot. Like I already spoke about earlier, like with Omni Festival, I turned down like working with them because it's just not my niche, and I just didn't think it was very fair for me to like accept two free tickets in exchange for content. Like I just felt like there was other people out there that were more deserving of it, who actually would have spent the money if they weren't getting it for free, you know. So like there is a lot of brands that I turned down, just simply because of the fact like if they didn't offer it to me for free, I wouldn't have been paying for it. And that's something that I'll always stand by, because I just don't want to be taking free stuff for the sake of it, you know what I mean. Like there was another brand I turned down as well, going back like maybe like 2 years ago. It was actually like a sunbed. They sold sunbeds, like, you know, the nasals for the sunbeds, and they sold tanning creams, and they sold like, you know, all for sunbeds, all sunbed products. Even though I did sunbeds at the time, it just didn't feel morally right to me to be promoting sunbed usage. Like it just didn't feel right to me to be like promoting that, because at the end of the day, like doing sunbeds is really, really bad for your skin. I'll never judge anyone who does sunbeds, because like look, I did them myself for years, and I do them before I go away on holidays as well, so I don't have to wear fake tan on holidays. But it's just not something that I'd ever want to promote because of how bad for you they are. So that's my Q&A all done. I'm also done my makeup. Here it is. I still need to do my hair. But my makeup's looking cute considering I only had this little compact mirror to use. But yeah, that's my Q&A all done. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and let me know if you all liked the video, and let me know if you want to see another Q&A if you have any other questions. Thanks everyone for watching, and I'll see you all next time.